there is this constant balance that I continuously have to go through with the business where it is taking on more clients versus figuring out how we can service all of the clients that we have at the highest quality. For the longest time, for the first 3 years of business, for me, the biggest difficulty that I had was scaling with quality. I could never take on more clients because I couldn't take on another client and provide the same quality service that I could to all of my other clients. I had a restraint in my business of not having good enough talent. And just recently, I have invested substantially into growing the infrastructure of the business, all of the money plus more of what I was making into growing the infrastructure so we could take on more clients while still having the same quality, realizing that I wouldn't make any money today, but if we take on 3 more clients, then I would actually make way more aggregated total money than I was before. And so now I'm in a position where I was like, okay, it's go time. Let's take on more clients. And so we took on 1 client, signed the paperwork last week. This client actually just signed the paperwork for another client. Next week, or at least over the next 3 weeks, I reckon we take on another 1 to 2 clients. So we'll have almost doubled the business's size in terms of the amount of clients that we have and the amount of servicing that needs to be done. And so right now, my job, what I'm doing in the business, is just getting more and more leads. So I had all these people in my Rolodex that were potential leads that want to work with me, or different areas where I had customers that I could not service in the past that I was then reaching out to saying, hey, we now have availability, let's take you on. And so that's what I've been doing. But if we take on these 2 clients that we actually just closed, plus all the current clients, I'm gonna have a fuck ton of work to do. There's going to be this balancing act of working in the business and making sure everything gets done, and then making high level executive hires to be able to maintain. Ideally, my job is just to go out and get more clients. But my number one goal has always been my reputation. Right now, the reason why I have unlimited demands for clients for our business is because I've provided such a high quality service to so many people over such a long duration of time. They have told all of their friends, and all of their friends want to work with me. The only way this maintains is if I continue to provide as high, if not higher quality service for every single one of these clients and all the new clients. And then you never have to worry about getting more leads because your leads come to you. That is what I've seen. It just takes a long time to build that up and to build a business that is exceptional. Right now, the business is exceptional. And because of that, there's so much demand for what I'm doing. And now I'm starting to get a lot of speaking gigs. And anytime I go speak, usually I just talk about what we're doing because that is the easiest thing for me to do. And then a lot of people say, this is what you're doing. Your clients all say that it has helped them 100x. Why don't you do this for me? Or they have a friend that they want me to do it for. That's why I've had constant calls for all this week, all last week, all next week with all of these people that want to work together. And there's at least 6 new potential clients that we could take on that would be a substantial, unreasonable, a ton of income. The only issue is we could not provide the same quality service for 6 clients tomorrow. It just would not be possible. Therefore, what do? You have a few options. One, I can raise prices and see who would want to pay the additional cost to work with us. I mean, that's what Hormozy always recommends. If you have too much demand, then just raise your prices. The second option is wait a little bit longer until we take on these clients, until we can build up the infrastructure even further, or just slowly onboard these clients and see how it works from a logistical perspective. Right now, what we're doing is quasi slowly taking on clients, but we should quite comfortably at very good quality be able to service these 2 new clients. But I don't think we could take on 2 new clients next week as well. Therefore, it's going to be honing down, making sure everything goes well, and then taking on another client 2 or 3 weeks from now, and then 2 weeks after that, taking on another client, making sure that we can always build out the infrastructure and hire the people that we need to and train them up. The main issue is right now, most of the roles, there needs to be a decent amount of training for anyone that would be coming on board. So it's not as easy as just filling up bodies. Of course, we could hire roles to fill up the bodies of the minuscule tasks and let the higher leverage people do higher leverage activities and jobs. We're gonna just keep doing our thing. It's fun. There's a lot of shit going on. This leads to me drinking 2 coffees this morning and then half an energy drink this afternoon. It's only 5:30 right now, and I just have so much fucking shit to do. It's unfathomable how much stuff needs to get done. I definitely need to go to the gym because I'm a fucking fat boy. I've been eating like shit, especially when I'm home in Massachusetts visiting family. My mom, I'm gonna call you out right now. She has a bunch of junk food in the house. So you know who's been my enemy all day? These stupid Cheez-Its. Anyway, first step when I take on a new client is I need to train an AI model on them. And so I have a lot of fucking AI training that needs to get done for this new client. He moved with a ton of speed. This is another thing. You can tell the difference between business owners with how much speed they move in. There was the client that we just closed last week, signed the paperwork. We're still not even onboarded 100% into all of their databases, into all of their social medias, into everything else that we need access to, which is unfathomable. We signed the contract. It's been like a week and a half long process process. This team, we literally had the agreement that we wanted to move forward yesterday via phone call with the CEO. We just had a quick call. He said, dude, send me a contract. Boom, send him a contract. Boom, signed. Boom, onboarded. Already getting onboarded for his team. We had the call today to get everything in sync so we can start fucking yesterday. He wants to move with incredible speed. Different people want to move with different amounts of speed. I am someone who naturally wants to move with ridiculous speed. So I prefer this style, honestly. And so let's just freaking do it.